Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to some more Sunless Skies, episode 3 with our series here. We'll go ahead and get started. We're at Magdalene's right now, and we had a couple of things we had to do here, particularly was trying to get one of these patients out of here, I guess, so we'll see where we can find him. Deal with the, speak with an attendant, right, so he stands on the threshold of the treatment chambers, his hands trembling. The attendants on duty have been briefed as to your involvement, so I guess this is it right here. So how do you plan to deal with him? A treatment chamber has been emptied for you should you wish to adopt a guise from his past. Alternately, he has stood right there. He does not seem to have noticed you, his eyes instead boring through the doors of the treatment rooms. Approach this directly. Disguises have caused the poor sod enough trouble. Disguise yourself as his mother. She drove them apart once. An attendant will help you with the wig and makeup, another with the voice. Disguise yourself as his lover. The attendant normally on duty is more than happy to assist you. Anything as long as it gets rid of him. I'm just going to approach this directly and see what happens. The guest's eyes widen as you approach. Has there been a problem? You invite him to sit. Stiff brandies are ordered. You recount your own share of heartbreaks and tragedies, how you found yourself here, and you make clear that despite all that, you will be leaving. He nods slowly, and after a quick shake of your hand, walks away towards the station. He does not look back. All right. I guess that was much easier said than done. The amendable host reclines on a couch of crushed velvet. We've seen this before, so let the amendable host know that he is gone. The amendable host smiles beatifically. Of course, my staff will be pleased. It is a risk of our trade when our clients can no longer separate identity and delusion, but seldom pleasant. He sighs deeply, outgoing around the chamber like a newly freed dove. It is a trap any of us could fall into. His face darkens briefly. Here, take this. He fishes around beneath his couch for one of his goblets. It'll fetch a pretty price. Take it with my thanks and do visit us again. You have gained 100 sovereigns. Fantastic. All right. So how are we on supplies? We're pretty good, actually. We'll go to the shop real quick, though, anyways. The exchange here. And we will pick ourselves up a little bit of fuel and a little bit of supplies. God, you can never be too careful with food and supplies. You do not... I'm telling you, you do not want to run out of food and supplies. All right, so we are off. Now we're back out, ready to leave on a journey. Where are we going next? That is the question. Now, I do not have anything marked here. We can send out the bats if we would like to. I may just drive up here and see what I can find. Maybe up in this area. We're trying to look for... Oh, completed. The fastidious inspector. We're looking for Port Prosper. Port Prosper, right? Ambition, the Song of the Sky. Captain Whitlock's legacy. Okay, so these are ones that we're still working on. All right. So let's head off this way, see what we can find. Ah, another wreckage. Perfect. The please leave. Well, that's a very... It's a very interesting name for this ship. The wreck gleams with frost. Its windows are dark, so enter through the yawning tear in the hall. The damage is so extensive that the whole chassis is on the verge of collapse. Tread lightly. Ooh, 20% chance. I don't think so. Mourn the dead. It is proper. Leave the wreck untouched. Turn away, lest the wreck's bad luck is contagious. We can mourn the dead, see what happens. You were briefly without terror, so that's not bad. I'm good with that. We didn't have a lot of terror to begin with, but... Oh! I'm gonna guess that's part of the bad luck. We're just going to leave that be. I got lucky that whatever it was got kind of stuck there. I am hearing some gunfire. We may get involved, we may not. I'll assess the situation once we get closer and we see what we're up against. I don't believe that's an enemy. But those two are totally fighting each other, and I'm kind of happy to let this happen. Please do not shoot me. Yeah, I'm happy to let that happen. I have no interest in wanting to partake in that fight. That, though, does not look friendly, so we will be engaging this. Yeah, it's a marauder, and I thought so. He's kind of stuck right now, so I'm going to take full advantage of this situation. Beautiful. That couldn't have been any more professionally executed. I am clearly a professional captain. You approach the buckled wreckage, poised to plunder the plunderers. Alright, so some of it's even intact. We can loot the hold, strip the engine for materials. We're actually pretty good on our hull. We could use a little bit of hull, but we'll just loot the hold. An intriguingly bulking sack. How pleasantly it rattles. You've gained 43 sovereigns. Nice. Very happy so far with how things are playing out. We are having an excellent run. Knock on wood. I do not want to jinx myself. That would really be unfortunate. We've got to be close to Port Prosper now. There's a lighthouse here. That's always a good sign. Right? That's always a good sign. Ooh, I think we've been here before. No, we have not. Havenwood. Alright, let's go take a look over here. There is something to crave. Okay. We can dock here. Let's go ahead and do that and see what we find. A homestead. Settlers who live so far beyond the edge of civilization relish the hardships of solitude. They will fiercely defend their small territories, but occasionally welcome company and trade. The homestead is warm and welcoming in the wide night. Its windows are gilded with lamplight. A sturdy settler beckons you in. Eat your fill. Hospitality is important on the frontier. The settlers invite you to join them for a meal. This will reduce terror, and if you are starving, buy you some time. Leave swiftly. Perhaps you'd rather not risk encountering hostile strangers. Perhaps you want to avoid small talk. Spin them a yarn of your adventures. Oh, cool. So you can do some different stuff. Trade a sky story for supplies. Trade them some munitions. The ragged steam trails of marauders have scarred the skies of late. Trade carefully packed munitions for bronzewood. Okay. So some of these can be in handy in the future. I'm actually going to go ahead and leave. I'm not going to eat my fill because, frankly, I don't have to. No one who lives in the wild is likely to welcome strangers. Your terror has reduced. We probably would have been fine and we could have eaten, but we're good on supplies right now anyways. And who knows where it could have gone, right? No, we probably would have been fine, but I gotta say that we've somehow managed to miss the port. Because there's no way it's up here. So we've got to go back. Because this isn't it here. No, I doubt it would be that close. I'm gonna head back. How am I on skill points? Good. 1,000 experience away from level 3. We got enough supplies. I'm not worried about heading back. I feel like since you've already traveled through an area, it's risky to maybe back travel because you don't know You know, if you know, you're obviously not going to run into anything because you already came this way, right? So we already know that there's not going to be anything here except for this. If we were to take up on their offer, which we might someday. Right now with the supplies I got, I'm just not willing to take any unnecessary risks. Let's send the bat out. Costs us a little bit of supplies. But we know that there's something down here, and there's a wonder over here. Cool. Let's see what that's about. The inscription on the memorial to the unknown rat is dedicated to those brave Rattus Faber who gave their lives in the early exodus to heaven. Memorial to the unknown rat. Oops. I just shot the memorial on accident. It's probably bad luck. So that's cool. Gave us a little bit of reduction in terror. And what do we have down here? Ah! Hopefully some food supplies. Can we send this bat out again? Alright, I'll take that too. Okay, we've got something grave down here and then something else over here. So let's check out the Johnston Northern. Okay. Force open the doors to the hold. Frost is locked in, but a pry bar makes an effective key. 26%. Leave the wreck untouched. Oh, sure. We'll roll the dice. Failure. Oh, your crew attach cables to the wreck to hold it steady as they pry. Oh no! A sudden gust of wind rocks both vessels, and the young man straining at the pry bar slips. He cries out, his hand mangled on a torn edge of metal. He's likely to lose his fingers. The treasure you retrieve from the hold will be little comfort to him. You've lost one crew. Another crew member lost. What could it be? You've gained 2 fuel. Okay. Ah, a marauder. Getting pretty good at this combat. I got it. Oh, and then I get hit as soon as I say that. Nice. Yeah, I am a professional. Alright, let's loot the hold. We're hoping for some supplies. Ooh, a clasp jewelry box sounds nice too. 1 Salian stewed gossip. Oh, okay. Aside from that, we still have not found the port. I'm getting a little nervous now. I mean, I shouldn't. We still really are good on food and supplies. It's just... I kind of want to know at least where the port is. Oh, Jesus. I want nothing to do with what's happening there. Oh. Okay, yeah, let's investigate. Oh, we can't. Requires a saying. Okay. Well, that's something we'll have to return back to. A glorious dreadnought. Oh, we seem to have found something. That's Port Prosper. Whew, good thing I didn't turn around. We have located it, boys. We're gonna be alright. Look at this. Alright, let's definitely pick ourselves up some supplies and see if we have anything to sell too. Oh, and we can deliver the fastidious inspector. Hopefully we get some good money for this. So, she disembarks with her bag in hand and peers up at a clock tower that is being raised above the station. It is tangled with scaffolding and rings with the sound of hammers and the cries of workmen. The inspector will depart. Be sure you've held any conversation with her that you wish to. You will receive fuel and supplies in addition to a sum of money. Ensure you have 6 spaces in your hold before accepting. 6 spaces in your hold. We do not. We do not have 6 spaces in our hold. Okay. We will want to have 6 spaces in our hold. All right, let's we could trade. Let's do this. Let's go to the shops here. We can sell some of our fuel and supplies because we're going to get some. If we sell 2 of our fuel, well, we go sell 3 of our fuel. That gives us the 6 spaces there, and then we'll go ahead and we will. Oh, nope, we want to be docked. All right, and then we'll deliver her now. Accept your payment. Thank you, Captain. Here is the balance of our agreement, and as promised, a requisition order for fuel and supplies. She casts another glance at the incomplete clock tower. Given the apparent state of construction, I'd recommend you visit the worksite. There may be an opportunity there. And thank you for the pleasant conversation, Captain. The sky can be a lonely place. You enlivened it. I have included a small additional sum. You enlivened it. I have included a small additional sum in your remuneration as a token of my gratitude. Cool. So we got 60 experience, 150 sovereigns, 3 supply, 3 fuel. Ooh. Not bad. We've got a lot of money. Actually. Alright. They plan to call it the Albert clock in memory of the departed prince consort, but there's a way to go yet. The roof isn't finished and the clock neither ticks nor bongs. You can see the fastidious inspector up among the workings with a spanner and a can of oil showing the workmen how it's done. So we can take our leave. We can deliver the materials. Ask what they need. So I'm assuming is the materials, right? Bronzewood, the foreman wheezes bluntly. 1 consignment. They sell it at Trader's Wood and Palmyre and Plenty's, I hear. And a ground of Chorister nectar, too. This bunch of work-shy ingrates need a constant shouting at, and my voice has given up the ghost. Some nectar should have me bellowing again like a champion. Carlin's your best bet there, or Titania, the flower town, will pay like. So if we can purchase necessary goods, return them to Port Prosper, you'll make a tidy profit. Okay. So we got to get these 2 items here, which we could probably do, no problem. Alright, so we'll do that. Let me take a look again. So we can offer transport to settlers, so we can recruit this person. Perched atop a mountain of luggage is a radiant young woman. She's an officer dressed in what an actor would wear in a fantastical romance. A tiara rests on her brow. A steady stream of commoners come to pay homage, bowing and curtsying enthusiastically. Starlings circle in dense swarms above her, refugees from old London and a common sight, although not in such numbers. She ignores everything and hands you papers so pristine that they can only be forged. Officers require a sign-on fee. So offer her a berth on your locomotive. She would certainly make an interesting addition to your crew. I get a first officer if I do this. Increases mirrors by 6, hearts by 2, and affiliation be home by 1. So she's only 100. So yeah, let's do it. I am a humble first officer looking for, what's the word? When commoners do things for coins, she asks. Work, that's it. She beams at you, delighted, as innocent as a Gatling gun. As she steps aboard, a commoner calmly takes a spoon from his pocket and scoops out his eyes. After such radiance, all else is tawdry, he says, between screams. Oh my god, it seems she has already forgotten about her signing on money. You have recruited the incognito princess. Alright, so we've got a first mate now. Quite the first mate. What else? The offices of the Windward Company on Port Prosper are elegantly appointed if antiquated. So listen to the chairman's offer. He promises an opportunity for profit. He pours the brandy into 2 glasses, then produces a ruler to measure the amounts. To business, he smiles, revealing the extensive damage to his teeth. I was a pugilist back in London, a young man's game. He stands at the window, watching the starlight bathe the sloping streets of Prosper. This place exists because of constant work. From the politicians who planned it, to the pioneers who built it, to the soldiers who even today defend it from the Tacketies. We have need of such work. Bring me nameplates from Tackety engines. We keep lists. You will be rewarded. You will hunt Tackety locomotives and provide their nameplates. Okay, so we could do that. Sure, why not? Alright. He refills the glasses. Cheers. Your glasses clink as another wash of heat comes from the hearth. I'm glad that there are those in the reach dedicated to our vision. All right. Well, hopefully this was a good idea. So write a port report. Very little happens on Port Prosper. Someone might take an interest. So what's a port report? So you can earn rewards. Okay. Alright, good to know. We're good on supplies, so we don't have to grab any more supplies, but I think we're going to head off and do some other stuff here. We might go out and do some more exploring, maybe see if we can get some of that other stuff. And I'd like to kind of check out some more of the areas. Pretty big map, actually, when you look at it. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. I want to thank you all for joining me. I do hope that you've enjoyed it. I look forward to seeing you next time.